For years, one accusation has followed DJ Vlad everywhere he go. Some people in hip-hop believe Vladtv founder asks questions that get artists into trouble. Others have gone even farther, claiming he's secretly working with law enforcement or even maybe the FBI. Now, after nearly 2 decades of hearing those accusations, Vlad is responding once again. Let's get into it. DJ Vlad recently addressed the long-running allegations during an interview with Baller Alert, where he pushed back against claims that he's connected to police investigations and explains why he believes people misunderstood his interview style from the beginning. Let's break down exactly what that man said. Now, ever since launching Vladtv in 2008, 2008 is crazy, DJ Vlad has been one of the biggest interview platforms in hip-hop. He's interviewed rappers, entertainers, industry insiders, and even former crime figures. But that success has also come with very much controversy. Critics have often argued that Vlad asks questions that sound more like an interrogation than a traditional interview. And over the last couple years, over the last decade actually, that's led rumors and accusations that he somehow is connected to the law enforcement. The allegations became so widespread that DJ Vlad is the police, and it became a common joke and a talking point across social media within a hip-hop culture. That's why rappers and actors and some gang affiliates don't really mess with Vlad, or don't really care too much to go on his interviews, because they feel like he's the police, he's trying to interrogate you, and they feel like he's trying to get some type of clues or answers or some type of evidence or something out of you. Now, speaking with Baller Alert, Vlad dismissed those claims. He pointed out that people have been making the same accusations since the very beginning of Vladtv. According to Vlad, if there was any truth to the rumors, evidence would have surfaced by now after nearly 18 years of public scrutiny. He argued that it simply doesn't make sense that someone could secretly work with authorities for that long without proof ever emerging. For Vlad, the accusations are based more on perception than reality. Vlad's also offered his own explanation for why people view his interviews differently. He said that when he entered the hip-hop media space, most interviews were heavily focused on promotion. Artists would stop by radio stations to discuss projects and avoid uncomfortable topics. Vlad believes that his approach changed that formula. Instead of focusing on album releases and publicity, he started asking deeper and more direct questions. And in his view, those questions made interviews more interesting and more revealing than traditional media conversations. And I honestly agree. I feel like he changed the game with interviews when it comes to rappers and actors and everything. He changed the game for interviews. And that's just facts. He argued that many interviewers were concerned about maintaining friendships and industry relationships, while he was more interested in getting honest answers. The controversy surrounding DJ Vlad raises a larger question. Where is the line between journalism and responsibility? Some people believe interviewers should ask difficult questions and let guests decide how much they want to review or reveal. Others argue that certain topics can potentially create legal or personal consequences for interview subjects. That's why the debate around Vladtv has never really disappeared. Even after almost 2 decades, opinions remain sharply divided. Now, what do y'all think, man? Do you think, DJ Vlad is simply doing his job as an interviewer by asking tough questions, or do you think some of his interview tactics cross the line? Me personally, these artists and these actors, these, people that come on to his, interviews and, podcasts or whatever, they know how it is. They know he's gonna ask simple questions, and they are a grown adult, and I believe that if there's a question that you don't want to answer, just simply don't answer it. Simple as that. You're a grown adult, man. If you don't want to answer a question that you think could get you in some trouble in the future, just simply don't ask it. Or no, don't answer it, man. That's how I need to get up out of here, man. I want y'all to do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm out. Let's get it.